Whoa. What you doing, bro?
What?
Back up.
Bro, don't make me go Super Saiyan on you.
What? You can't even put your jersey on, man.
Don't make me go Super Saiyan on you. Don't make me.
You can't put a jersey on.
Ah! Don't do it.
We're on camera.
Oh, I'll go Super Saiyan on you. What's up, baby? What week is this?
It's week 7.
Week 7! Woo. Already!
Uh-huh.
Half the season is chopped down.
So that cheese has not back up here
I see you beat that up, huh?
Yeah, it's gone.
I see that. Week 7. If you 0-6 right now,
You should start listening to us. Today's probably the day.
like you can still go on a 7-6.
7-6.
I seen a 7-6 guy win the shit before, but you gotta be in your queue.
Oh yeah.
We here, our fancy sports plug. As always, Schwab, and Craig, and
Got the full jacket on it.
I see you repping your boys.
Today's a good week.
What's your record right now?
We're gonna win this week. So off a bye week, we're gonna win this week.
I hear you, man.
You guys got a tough matchup against them.
We do Monday night.
Skins.
Monday night against the Skins. Already beat them. So you know what I mean.
It's another game.
It's another game. It's Monday night though.
Looking good.
It's Monday night. I might be there.
Oh yeah.
I think I might go. Might go. Monday night. Why not? I got work in the morning though. But who cares about work?
Yeah.
Watch my Eagles go to work.
Let's start this.
Let's start it up there. All right. I'll go first. My quarterback plug is Jared Goff versus the Arizona Cardinals. As you know, the last 2 weeks he hasn't been great at all, but that's understandable. He played the Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
Yeah.
who passes on them? Nobody. This time he gets a soft Cardinals team, which the game is at a surprising the third highest of the week. So you know it's gonna be scoring involved everywhere.
The over-under?
Yeah, the over-under is third highest of the week. So it's gonna be fireworks everywhere. I feel like Goff is going to get back into his groove. Sammy Watkins is going to get back in his groove. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. And so I like Goff a lot. I'll start Goff over a Big Ben if you got him.
Oh.
So
I like that. I like that little.
Yeah.
My plug is Mariota.
Marcus.
I know he's still a little banged up, but he was banged up last week and he threw for 300 yards. They have Cleveland this week. I believe it's at Cleveland. Yes, it is at Cleveland. That doesn't bother me at all. Cleveland is not a very good team right now. I really like Mariota, even with his injury. He looked very good in the pocket. He knows what he's doing. I also like him throwing the ball to Matthews a lot this week. So I'm gonna go with Mariota plug in if you're excited about him.
Yeah. All right, my unplug is Phillip Rivers. I feel like this is a deja vu. If you remember in the first I started plug and unplug, I had Rivers as a sit against the Broncos, and he went out and threw for 192 with 3 touchdowns. Wait, what I say? He threw for 192 yards, okay? Let's be serious. If it wasn't for the touchdowns, he would have had a bad day.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to the well. I'm drinking my own juice, okay? It's the fifth lowest of the fifth lowest over under for the week. Again, the Denver Broncos are legit. I don't see him throwing for over 220 yards. He might get his. He's not getting 3 touchdowns. I ain't gonna say that. They might get 2 touchdowns. I'll tell you about that later. And Sid Rivers about that.
My sit is Jameis. I'm scared about that shoulder injury.
Yeah. He rushed himself back. Huh?
I know I just got done saying he looked good off the injury, but it's a whole different injury. I think he's being rushed back, like you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. They are at Buffalo, where Buffalo's pass defense is pretty good. So I'm gonna stay away from him, especially with the injury. And I have a player or two that I'm also sit due to his injury, but I'm gonna sit Winston for this week.
All right. Running back. I got C.J. Anderson going against the Chargers. I'll keep it real. Marshawn Lynch, Gallman, Darkwa, and LeGarrette Blount. What all of them have in common with them? They all balled out against the Chargers. The run defense. Chargers has the worst run deep in the league right now. C.J. Anderson bummed out. I know, don't worry. I lost with him. 17 yards, whatever he had. But I think the Broncos is going to succeed. That was a big mistake, and they're going to hand him the ball 20 times a game.
Well, they lost that game, so they have to.
Yes, they lost. I feel like they're going to see the film and be like, we really ain't get the ball to CJ. I watched the film, okay? They really give it to him. So I feel like it's just going to be a big bounce back week. I also love him at FanDuel too.
Mine is Kamara from New Orleans.
Alvin.
With the AP being shipped over to a Arizona Cardinals, Kamara got 10 touches last week for 75 yards. I mean, I know they blew out the team. Well, it was high scoring last game. It was pretty much a blowout against Detroit. They are who do they play this week? Saints.
Good question.
I forgot. But anyways, it don't matter. They're going to be getting the ball a lot. Without AP, he looks like he's the man in town. I still like Ingram's produced, him getting the ball a whole lot, 20 carries. I see him getting about 15 to 20 this week with a lot more receiving yards.
Hope so. Who are they playing?
I don't know. I'm about to figure it out.
Too late now. My unplug for running. I'm sorry. My unplugged running back is Tariq Cohen. All right, the hype has died down. Okay, from weeks 1 to 4, he's been playing at least 75% of the snaps. The 3 weeks, he's only playing 32% of the snaps. Okay, he didn't have a good game last time. Yes, he scored, but he didn't score. He threw a touchdown. So how fluky is that? You know what I'm saying, the Bears are committed to a run. Jordan Howard carried the ball an absurd 36 times. So I feel like there's 36 times he carried the ball. So I feel like the changes of the guard, they know that Jordan Howard is their guy. Yes, he's a good change pace back, but you can't rely on a guy that's getting 30 snaps, getting 30% of the snaps. So I'll sit him.
I mean, the only way you plug him in if you have PPR, and that's your only flex option, really.
But you're
not going to get a lot. Yeah.
Nope.
My sit is AP.
AP.
I know he went crazy last week and he made you eat your words.
Oh, God.
But this week they are playing the stingy run defense of the Rams. All the way in London. I know he's saying he's back, he's feeling great. Obviously, everyone's going to say that after they have a big game and at his age. People are going to zone in on him. They're not scared of Carson Palmer at all. And I just think against the division game in London versus the Rams, stay away from this week. Don't join the hype this week. He's not going to do what he did last week. Yeah. You'll be lucky if he gets 80 with a touchdown. That's lucky.
He was all off hype. He made me look bad, but that was all hype and adrenaline.
Yeah,
so I think cool's out this week. My plug is a surprise. This is more of a gut.
Is that Dez?
This is more. No, that's not Dez. It should be Dez, but this is more of a gut call. I got Martavis Bryant against the Bengals as one. Yes, who's playing the Bengals? Bengals are the 5th best team against the pass. Yes, but they're missing Adam Jones this week, so it opens it up more. Antonio Brown is going to get his, but I feel like after this trade request, the trade request stuff, I think the Steelers are going to shut all the rumors down and they're going to feed the ball to Martavis Bryant. I think this is the week. It's similar to Amari Cooper, where he's been doing nothing, and you wait for that big game to come. I think it's going to be the big game because also it's a home game too for Ben. So it's more of a gut call, but I like my chances. I'll go Martavis Bryant.
What do you have him as, wide receiver 2 or 3?
He's a 3 right now.
All right.
He's a 3 right now. He's on the cusp of being a 4. He's pissing me off, but
my guy is Scamadola.
Amendola.
I like him for PPR purposes, but also that you said it before. That is the highest over under this week.
Yes.
Now we all know
56.
We all know what the Patriots did to them in the Super Bowl, and with whatchamacallit going down on IR, he is the next receiver in line, and he's going to pick up all those passes, all those PPR points, and I won't be surprised if he goes for 2 TDs this week. 2 TDs.
Amendola.
Yeah, so Atlanta's going to zone in a lot on Gronk. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be the guy that they're just going to do quick outs, trying to beat those linebackers and get quick passes and break one.
How about Cooks?
Cooks is the big play guy. I'm saying Cooks is an obvious play.
I need Cooks.
I'm saying if you're on the fence right now.
I know. I just I got Cooks, so I just want you to.
Well, Cooks is going to do his thing. Cooks is probably going to go for what? 115 and a touchdown?
I'm talking about 180, 195. I'm around there. My unplug is T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, I'll say it again. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Enough said about them. They've been shutting everybody down. They are nothing to be messing with over there. AJ Bowie, the Jalen Ramsey, they need a nickname for real. I don't need to say anything more about that. Just sit them. There's no luck. It's only a Jacoby Brissett. So the numbers, I say sit them, and I would definitely sit them.
My sit is this week is Devontae Adams. I don't really have to say much about this. Without Rodgers, I just can't trust someone in Devontae Adams' basket. I think they're going to throw the ball a lot to Jordy Nelson. He's obviously the vet receiver over there. He just knows how to run routes. And he's just going to be the blanket for the new quarterback, Hundley.
Yep.
I know he's a rookie, so
Brett, man. That's Brett.
They're not going to be throwing the ball too much. They're going to try to keep him on a short chain to make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. He did, throw 3 picks last week?
Mm-hmm.
And that was against Minnesota's defense,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Oh, they play each other. Green Bay versus New Orleans.
I'll do that.
That's who Kamara plays.
Interesting.
It's going to probably be high scoring in that game, but I just don't like Adams yet. In this game, at least, I'd rather see what he could do. If he's your wide receiver 3 and you have another similar option, go with the other option. Don't go with Adams.
I hear you, brother. All right, let's get back to it. My plug is Hunter Henry. You remember what I said about Rivers? He's not getting yards, but he might score 2 touchdowns. Hunter Henry against the Broncos. The Broncos are not good against the tight ends. For instance, Charles Clay, Jason Witten, Evan Ingram. All of them had top 5 fantasy tight end days against them. They shut down the outside, but they leave the middle open, which Hunter Henry is the man. Gates finally got his record, so Hunter Henry is playing 80% of the snap the last 2 weeks. So he's on the field. He got the record, so he can go to the Hall of Fame now. It's time for the youth to come. Hunter Henry is the plug.
My plug is Kyle Rudolph.
The reindeer.
Again, I'm a big guy when it comes to tight ends volume. He had 9 targets in both of his last 2 games.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
For at least 40 yards and 1 TD in one of those games. I mean, he had 4 TDs in both games, but 1 TD in one. But the targets itself, 9 in both games. They're feeding him the ball. I really like him a lot. He's on the rise. I think he's top 6 fantasy player right now in tight ends. They're against the Ravens, who don't guard well against tight ends. So if you have Rudolph on your team, plug him in. All
right. My unplug is Evan Ingram of the Giants. They're playing Seattle. They are a top 10 team against tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram is literally the only focus point on that team, and Seattle does a great job of taking away your best player and making everybody else win. So I feel like Earl Thomas, who guards the tight ends, is going to be all over him. Cam can be watching him, and Bobby Wagner. So I feel like there's no room for him to go right now. So they're going to have to rely on Roger Lewis and Darkwood to win the game for them, which I don't think. And also, the Giants had their Super Bowl last week. I feel like they're playing Denver, so they're going to be much more prone to ever.
He's probably going to be really introduced to the league this week.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is. If he balls out, he got it.
Mine this week is Cameron Brake. He has been going hammer. Been doing really, really good in past 4 weeks, just putting up 14 points a game. The reason why I'm unplugging him is because of this fact. With Winston being hurt, shoulder, I do see him trying to force the play, which is going to be a bad thing. He's just going to be overthrowing, just not getting his players involved. I think it's just going to be a rough week for the whole Tampa Bay offense, realistically. So if you have a pretty solid tight end that's with Cameron Brate, I'll go with the other tight end and leave him out just for this week. Unless it's a desperate flex play, you want to go Cameron Brate. But other than that, I don't see him doing that good.
Hope so. I'm playing him in one of my big leagues, so I hope so.
Him or playing against?
I'm playing against Brate, so that'll suck if not. All right, so listen. So it's week 7. Week 7. Like I said, if you're 0-6, you can still come back. It's gonna take a lot of luck, a lot of stuff going on, but your team is good. Just wait on it. For if you're 6-0, 5-1, or 4-2, it's time. It is cuffing season time, and I'm not talking about your girl. I'm talking about fantasy football season. If you have a running back, get the backup right now. Okay, I'll throw away all the extra trade bait right now because it's time to gear up for the playoff time. You do not want your guy to go down week 12 or week 13, and then you do not have the backup, and you're going to go into the playoffs without a strong team. It's time to cuff them up and do it. Breda, Tolbert, Brown, Perrine, all of them. It's time to do that right now. Yeah. Other than that, don't quit. Be legit. And get this money. Good luck to y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, this week I'm taking over to FanDuel.
Ooh.
I should have probably wrote it in like you usually do.
It's all right. It's
But
cool.
I'll just give you a name straight out.
Just straight out. Give it to him now. You like him like that. That's all.
For 48,000, I am taking James White.
4,800.
40. Oh,
I'm about to say that's
yes.
about to
I
say,
get that one pound. For 4,800, I got James White. Reason being, he told me earlier that over under is number one in
56.
56.
56.
I know Atlanta fans, and I know what the Patriots fans know what he did to them last year. What was it?
Oh,
13 catches?
13 catches, like 3.
It went crazy.
He went hammer.
This one, 6,700. I got Garcon. I know he's going against my Cowboys. I think that game's going to be kind of get out of hand pretty quick in the second or third with us running the ball and doing great on offense like we usually do. You know, just winning the game. But Cowboys' pass defense is not great. You can obviously pass on the Cowboys, and for his price right here, that's value. I see him doing good this week. And my next one is, again, in this game, I'm going to go Tevin Coleman. He had another big game for 6,400. He had another big game in the Super Bowl last year. He's still always producing. For 6,400, you got to go Tevin Coleman. You guys can stack up on anyone you want. I think AB we plugged in.
I'm going Tom Brady.
Tom Brady you can plug in.
I'm on Tom. I don't care how much he is.
Yeah, so if you are doing FanDuel, you want to look into this game as much as possible. And these are the two players I would keen in on and pick up big players. You think you could even get Brady and Gronk we did.
Yeah.
The mismatches.
I'm stocking up in that game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that now. Like at least 7 of the nine slots is going to be that game.
Yeah.
So I'm all in myself. That's wraps it up. Week 7 is done. As always, I thank for the support, like and share everything, and our Cowboys losing, so Eagles all day on Monday night. Let's do it.